We are so beyond fortunate that in this industry, as sick with corruption as it is, there are still some companies who are looking out for us. We are so fortunate that there are some giant gaming corporations as saintly as EA. You see, recently, as you have probably heard, Nintendo is going to be releasing some games, at least some, at an $80 price point, which is very high. That's like the most that a game has cost in quite a long time. And then recently, Microsoft announced that their prices are going up, and we have reason to believe that they will also be experimenting with the $80 price point sometime in the future. Clearly, the gaming landscape is going to the dogs, and I have no doubt that other companies will follow suit. We will start to see more and more games cost $80. But amid all of this nastiness, EA has risen above the filth, the corruption, to assure us that they aren't charging $80 for their games yet. It seems that the company did like an end-of-year Q&A session talking about their financials and whatnot, and the topic of rising game prices came up, and some of the EA executives had some corporate speak nonsense stuff to say, just kind of like, just, you know what they do, they just kind of say words. But the gist of it was, they're not increasing any prices right now. Say we have, amid all the other stuff, we have reflected no changes in our current strategy at this point. So yeah, basically right now, we have no plans to start selling $80 games, and thank goodness. I must say, thank goodness that they have the integrity to keep their prices low. Although now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, this is EA we're talking about. And the funny thing about EA is, like, they're all about the money. So, like, you would think that they would be the first to sell an $80 game. You'd think that they would just be, they're just champing at the bit, wanting to stick that high price tag on a game. But the funny thing about them is they have transcended such ideas. You know, like, their greed has taken them beyond the MSRP of the game itself. That to them, that is, it's not even, it's barely in the conversation. What? The amount of money that a person pays for a game when they go to the store and buy it? We forgot that was even a thing. we thought everything had gone free to play now. Like, yeah, that's the thing. It's so many of their games, they don't even sell, you know? It's just going to be a bunch of, like, free to play stuff. But even the ones that they do sell, yeah, that initial price is nothing. It comes down to, well, in the case of, you know, live service games, there's the constant microtransactions. There's just, like, purchasing skins and whatnot. And then, of course, you know, with multiplayer games, now you have battle passes, where you're paying for content over and over and over again. So whether it's, like, over and over content, or whether it's just piecemeal microtransactions, the point is that initial spend is, like, almost nothing compared to what people spend on microtransactions. And even if you do want to look at just the regular price of a game, you buy it from the store or whatever, even there, that regular price, that base price, that's the standard edition. That's not even where they make their money. You know, now companies, one of the newer things is the deluxe editions. I mean, like, these have been around forever, But recently there's been like a really extra big push to get people to get the super special editions. There's always like some content that they withhold to put it in a special edition. And then like the biggest thing is giving people quote unquote early access. You know, it's always like 3 days or something. Oh, you spend $10 more for the deluxe edition and you can play the game a few days early. Like it's all about incentivizing those bigger and bigger purchases. So like, yeah, they're like, we could raise our prices by $10, by like 10 whole dollars, but like, I don't know, why? Why now? That's really the thing. Why right now? There's no real reason to right now, because if it turns out that there's some big backlash to all of this pricing stuff, and it somehow, I don't think it will, but if it somehow has a really big impact on the sales of those games, you know, oh, Switch 2, Mario Kart World, no one's buying it because it's too expensive. Oh no, Xbox, they put out an $80 game and it's tanking too. Like, and so, you know, you wait and see what happens. And if that happens, then okay, good thing we didn't raise our prices. But more likely, these games launch and they do really well. And the companies that do that, your Nintendo and your Microsoft, they're the ones who get yelled at. They're the ones who everyone gets mad at. But then, like, that kind of breaks the ice, and now suddenly everyone's doing it, and now nobody's pointing fingers at any one person. EA can just kind of do it. And as usual, like, these games get planned really far in advance. Often games are announced and you can even pre-order them, and there's like a set MSRP pretty long before launch, and everything is in flux right now. So it's just like, yeah, of course, just say there are no immediate plans to change your strategy, because why would you? Yeah, as we talked about in the video a couple days ago, when Xbox announced that they were raising their prices, it's just kind of weird, because it's like, why would you make any decisions right now? The whole economic situation, we don't know how it's going to shake out. Like, just wait. You don't have to decide like what you're going to start pricing your games at for the rest of the entire generation, and you can take it like on a game by game basis. Every new game that you announce, you get to make that decision. So like, sure, like just avoid the bad PR and say, right now we have no plans, because like, I don't know, why not that they're like against bad PR, you know. Companies like this, what was it this week? The very same company laid off like 300 people or something. So they don't care that much. They don't care that much about people getting mad at them. They are pretty like brazenly, openly evil in most cases. But I don't know, at least in this case, you can just kind of prevent like one kerfuffle, one little media storm where there's a day and all the articles are about how you're raising prices. Everyone's talking about. It's too easy to avoid, to just be non-committal, to just be like, we have no current plans, and now I sound like a hero because I'm saying no, we're not gonna raise our prices, because it really just doesn't matter at all to us. And then of course, at any time in the future, they can just change their mind. Yeah. It's literally only been a day. Like, it could just be tomorrow, and they'll announce an $80 game, and everyone will be like, "You said you weren't gonna," and he said, "No, we said it wasn't currently in the plan." And then we woke up today, and we had a new plan. Now the games are $80. But I don't know. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being a little bit too cynical. Maybe I should give EA some credit. Maybe with all the microtransactions and cosmetics and battle passes and all the loot boxes in the past and all the special editions and all that stuff, maybe those executives, maybe they just went, you know what? I think we've made enough money. And they're all just looking around and they're just like, you know, I've been feeling that too. I think we've got enough. So let's not raise that price. Let's save our customers that $10. It's the least we could do. Let's start giving back. I think that's gonna happen.